Hello everyone! It is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Rollcase TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of taunt, but a whole lot of struggling to remember what it is, what game I'm playing, even though it's right in front of me. Racing! This is a racing game! I got too many brands. I used to just be Try Hard Racing, but then I started playing other things. So then I became Try Hard Gaming. And then I started playing SnowRunner, and SnowRunner is like, not really a racing game, but it is a driving game, but it's not a game, it's a sim, so, yeah, anyway. Come watch all of my content on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollcageJetBarTV, and you'll see what I do. And, youtube.com/@RollcageTV. Anyway, where was I? I had a, oh, I'm level 65 and I've got a blue thing up there. I don't like it. Not that I don't like blue. Okay, I've got lots of money to spend. And let's go to the career mode, see what it is I'm supposed to be doing next. Oh, I know what I gotta do. One thing I gotta do. I have to, say, oh, wait, what did I do? Remove round, what did I do? Add round. Add round. Interesting. Anyway, it's the wrong button. I want to do host privacy offline. Okay, make sure that's in there. Because I can't do, my career will be screwed up unless I do offline. Host privacy offline. Okay. See, it doesn't show me that unless from the career mode. It just shows me, like, player lobby. Anyway. Okay, we're doing rookie. We're still doing rookie. That's what it says in the title. Rookie tuner. And then after I do tuner, it's going to be open wheel to unlock track day, right? Yes, okay. And probably going to finish this up soon. Modified finale, and I need to do the, the air conditioner kicked on and I'm leaning forward. And it's going to be staticky voice here for a little bit. Let's see. It is so warm here today. Let's, I think I can just select this. And that's the only car that I'm eligible for, but show the upgrades. Do I have, no, I need 5 more miles driven. Okay. Oh, I hate that I have to go out of career mode to get enough miles in to advance through career mode properly. This game drives me crazy. It's a fun game, but it drives me crazy. So I have to go to Race Creator, and I'm doing, what is it I'm doing? Oh, it'd be even less crazy if I could remember what it was I'm doing. What card am I using here? Engaging content here, folks. Engaging content. Okay, what is this? This is the modified. Okay. Modified, and I'm using the 240Z. Okay. I only play this game once a week. And I do three days worth of YouTube videos for it. And so every 3 days, you get to see me struggle trying to remember what I did a week ago. Okay, modified, and you know this shouldn't have to be. I shouldn't have to sit here and create a new race every time. Classic mini cup. Okay, 1 round around there. That should give me. I just need 5 miles. So get rid of the classic mini cup. Instead, I'm doing Modified, modified, modified. I probably missed it already. Modified, modified, modified. There we go. I'm doing modified. Okay, and I turned off the classic mini cup for me. All right, and now vehicles. It doesn't matter what vehicles. I know I've got the 240Z. Okay. And I only need 5 miles. So let's 8 miles, that should be good enough. Yeah, none of these are going to be enough. Okay, so that's good, and all this stuff should be the same. That's why I set this up in advance, so I don't have to turn this stuff off. Grid order, random, upgrades on, mechanic upgrades on, damage level full, terminal damage on, flashbacks off, difficulty hard, star type standing. Yes, that's the way I like to play, right there. All right. And how do I say go now? No. Save slot settings. Yes. Start multi-round event. I only want 1 round. What happened? Oh, this is where this thing... Okay, move around from there. But here... Create event. Ah, I see. Okay. Ah! You hit the wrong button once, everything goes crazy. Alright. I'm just sitting here because I got to get 5 more miles in before I can fully upgrade the vehicle so that I can play in that finals race with competitive upgrades. I think they assume that you go through the story mode and that you're going to have your mileage in from the story mode. I don't know. Maybe they just... When you go through the career mode, you don't get enough miles in just from career mode to be able to upgrade your car, because you have to have a certain number of miles in before you can upgrade your car to progress through your career. It's a bit silly. Okay, start race. But we're getting into it now. We're less than 10 minutes into the video. We're doing good. Oh boy. I mentioned this on stream already, but for a different game. I had somebody comment. What video was it? Was it on a grid video? No, I think it was on a SnowRunners video. Yes. Somebody commented, just like, you talk too much, bro. Yeah? Not too much. I mean, I talk a lot. It's too much for you, that's fine. You know, go. There's a lot of other YouTube channels out there you can watch. That's not going to offend me. Oh! It doesn't really matter how I do here. I mean, I will get money and points, which I also need for upgrades. But, yes, and doing this custom race does add to your career stats. Which also doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, but... And sometimes certain races you can't even do unless you've upgraded the car sufficiently or earned enough miles to upgrade the car. And so you have to come in here and do a custom race. Otherwise you can't progress in the career. This one I had unlocked that race because I had enough, I guess level 2 upgrades weren't required for that race. But it is the final race, and so there's places where you may not have, It just will lock up your career mode unless you get more miles in, which you can't get in just by doing the races in career mode. You have to either repeat some of the career mode races or get more miles in, or get more money, or get more experience, or whatever it is that you're required to do. Yeah. If you are not familiar with this game, this is Grid Legends. It is a sim-cade version, a sim-cade racer, although it's become more and more cade as the versions. With each new version comes out, it becomes less and less sim, more and more cade. Kind of in the spirit of, whoa, I must be in the front row. It is becoming more and more like the Dirt series, which is made by Codemasters. Not the Dirt Rally series, which is definitely very sim-like. But it is like the Dirt series where it's got hokey stuff to it. But it's not got as much hokey stuff probably as Dirt. Although there is like some drift challenge that I'm going to have to do at some point. So that's hokey. And there's certain races where you could like go over pads that'll give you some nitro that you could use. But fortunately it doesn't get in your way. You don't have to actually go over those pads. And in fact, if you go out of your way to go over the pads, the amount of boost you get is small enough that it actually makes it worse. It's they only have it on the electric vehicles, so you can kind of imagine, that's why it's not called nitro, it's called boost. You can almost imagine that it's realistic, that, you know, there'd be some if you trip some wire somewhere electronically, it will give you a ability to, like F1 kind of turn on some kind of thing that will give you, you know, raise your car's aerodynamics or something. I don't know. But it's not really, you know, realistic. It's just, it's almost acceptable. But I don't like games that force you to do drifting because I'm terrible at drifting. And there is going to be some of that. There's also Demolition Derby. These are all things that were not in the previous Drift. So that's what I mean. It's gotten more and more arcadey. But you still don't shoot things. And it isn't, you know, you don't flip the vehicle and have nitro boosts and stuff like that in general. There are rewinds that you can turn on. I have those turned off. I'm playing on hard difficulty, which is actually the middle difficulty. But unfortunately, I have to spend money to get the final upgrade that I might want. I have to spend money to improve my number of boosts because that's an upgrade that's in the way. Upgrade stage, yes, I got it. Okay. Also, I think there's a bug with the sponsors. I'm supposed to be getting points on sponsorships to get a payout from them. But I don't think it's working. Okay, go back to career mode now. Actually, let's just go ahead and go to the garage because I know I have to upgrade the thing. Let's actually go to the career mode because it'll be faster to get there. Tuner, chicken dinner. Okay, this one. Oh, this is the fully upgrade. This is the modified final. This is the fully upgraded final. So I didn't really need those modifications yet. Oh, but you saw that one was locked until I got the miles in. But I could have got the miles in just from there. This is 3 rounds. Okay. Anyway, let's do the upgrades. This last upgrade here, all it does is it upgrades your amount of earning. Not it doesn't. If it upgrades your amount of earnings, it would be worth it. But it doesn't. Just upgrades your oh, but this one I do want. Right. Okay. So this upgrade I needed to be able to do this upgrade, which gives me more money, and currency is important. I've got more than enough XP now, but I need currency, need money. So I have to buy this one first. Oh, I didn't buy all of these things. I didn't buy any of these things. Okay, so I definitely needed these upgrades for this round. I forgot what I was in the middle of doing. So I don't need level 2 upgrades for this round. But I will take this one so I can earn more money as soon as possible. And that's more currency, but I don't have level 3 upgrades available to me yet. I have the money for these, but let's not do these now because I actually didn't need to do the final upgrades. I think I'm playing against level 1 cars right now. It's going to be 12,000. Let's go back and see what my garage upgrades and sponsorships are doing. Team sponsorships. Yes, perform handbrake drift actions. Oh, handbrake drift actions. Oh, I don't think I've done it. I think I can maybe get those. Okay, but some of them, some of the sponsorships. Like, what was the one here? Is it this one? No. One of these, you'll see, I got everything except the last one. Yeah, survive elimination, 0-24. On the right there. Well, yeah, I've definitely survived 42 eliminations. But I've survived at least one elimination, but it's not showing me anything. So I could never get the payout for this vehicle, for this. I don't know if you get payouts, partial payouts. I don't think you do. I think you have to get them all. There's another one here. Yes, this one. Second spent near drafting. I drafted and drafted and drafted. Snane, how you doing? What's up with you, brother? Anyway, so there's bugs there. But this one, maybe I've got a chance. Perform handbrake drifts. I'll have to try to do some of those. 25, though. Okay. Is this anything important here? The cut for winnings with the loan cars reduced. That's not important. I don't do loan cars. That's probably not important either. I haven't had to buy one yet. Boost duration. That's I have boost turned off, so that won't do anything for me. Got that one. I've got that one. I've got that one. Okay, so there's no tier 1s here that are really important to me. Repair costs of all vehicles are reduced by 10%. That's probably good. And then I'll save my money. Mostly because I don't have a... Oh, this would have been a good one I would have liked. Oh, I've got that one already. Wait. Got that one already? I guess I got that one. It's hard to tell which ones I have and which ones I don't. This is grayed out enough that I don't... I see your chat there a second. Hold on. See? This is grayed out, and this is darkened. Grayed out means you can't do it. Darkened means you can do it, but you haven't. And it's so difficult for me to see the difference here. Anyway. Doing good. You did a late night stream. Well, I could have watched the late night stream. I didn't get any notifications. Just getting set down after running errands. Okay. Well, good. Enjoy. You're on. Are you in the part of your state that does daylight savings time or not? Basically, I'm asking what time is it there? Are you in Eastern time or Central time right now? This time of the year. All right, let's go do the race now. It's this one right here. It's 2:02 there. Okay, so you are in Eastern time, Eastern Daylight Time. I know some of the state doesn't go to daylight savings time. I've driven through there. I know about that state. Wait, which car is the one I want? This one. I have coffee today. That's good. My roommate was nice to me and she made coffee. Well, nice to us, but I don't often make... Sometimes I make coffee on my own, but I don't often. When she makes it, she shares. Well, when I make it, I share too. I just don't make it. Coffee is a household shared expense, but... let's see. All right. I don't even know what I'm trying to do here. I know it's 3 rounds, I think, right? I might regret not having those level 2 upgrades. Or did I get the level 2 upgrades? Oh, I can't remember from 2 minutes ago whether I got those upgrades or not. I don't think I did. No. Well, if it's a multi-round race, if I get knocked out of one, it's a 3-round race, so I don't have to finish like first in any of the rounds to get first overall. Because they're good or not good about having different people finish first every time, which is not really realistic. The best drivers would finish always, near the top. You expect the best AI drivers to finish consistently near the top, but they don't necessarily do that in this game, so... Oh, I'm not doing well. I just started. I've got 5 laps, so I got time here. Yeah, these are definitely not level 2 upgraded cars that I'm facing, so I'm glad I didn't put in my level 2 upgrades. Because I would be... yeah, I'd be dusting them even worse than this. But when they do get the level 2 upgrades, I can't afford to not have the level 2 upgrades, because otherwise I can't pass people. I mean, the upgrades make a lot of difference, which I guess makes sense, but... And I am driving a rear-wheel drive car, so I will skid out some, but... Oh, I was supposed to make drifts. That's right. Handbrake turns. Yeah, that was a mistake. Don't... Look, it's a rear-wheel drive car, and they're telling me I have to drift so many... 20 times or something? Do I get credit just for hitting the handbrake if I don't really actually drift? Transposition. Yeah, I'm not going to get this drifting thing. If I actually drift, okay. I should have been doing this during my pickup race, and it didn't matter how I did. Yeah, see, I can't, yeah, forget it. This is a rear-wheel drive car. I was talking about how it's not realistic handling for a rear-wheel drive car. It should be worse than this, although I am struggling a little bit with it. Realistically, I'm doing things that I wouldn't normally be able to do in a rear-wheel drive car. If I was going around these corners, but if I tap that handbrake, yeah, losing control. And I do have damage turned on, so... And it is a multi-event race, and I don't think they repair... I don't know if they repair your vehicle between events. I think they do. So I'm fine. I'm definitely feeling it, though. I got time. But yeah, I think I'm kissing this sponsorship money goodbye as well. Who knows? It might even be a bug. After this race, let's see if I get actually any sponsorship money. Well, I'm fighting for the podium. I'm not really fighting for first right now, but it could still happen. I tried playing this on the next highest difficulty level, and although I could beat them in a longer race, or, you know, get podium finishers pretty consistently, I couldn't win every race, which is, you know, would be nice if I could just get podium finishers. Unfortunately, the higher the difficulty level, the even more aggressive they get, and they just would crush me, and I wouldn't be able to catch back up if they crushed me. And so I either have to start the race over or use rewinds, and I don't want to use rewinds, so kind of stuck with this difficulty level if I want to actually have a competitive career. Or the alternative is to, there is an option you can make the races longer. Okay, now I'm sitting on the podium. The alternative is to make the race. You can make the races longer, but it doesn't work for all races. It only works for. Oh, I got a chance. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Ah, close. There are certain types of races where it doesn't go longer, like elimination races, I think. So if it's a lap race like this, I could have made this 10 laps instead of 5 laps, or I could have actually made it like 30 laps, I think, instead of 5 laps. It goes up to 5 times, I think, so I could have made it 25 laps. Here we go. I want to see the sponsorship. Can you show me my sponsorship? It didn't show me my sponsorship. Okay, continue. Maybe it'll show on the scroller now at the bottom. I want to see if the drifting is even worth it. I mean, it's not going to be worth it. But I would have won easily. Ooh, I heard ice clinkle really bad. Sorry about that. I either have to not use ice, or I have to make sure my ice is fresh. Otherwise, when it starts to melt, it clinkles. And me drinking without ice is not going to happen. I need the ice to cool down because I'm so hot. Oh, alright. I see you're loud, but I don't know what it's referring to, because I'm on a 20-second delay, and my brain is on an even longer delay, so. Is it not going to give me a scroll? It's not going to give me a scroller. Oh well. Alright, now if I don't try to drift. Now see, because I started near the top on the second event, they do like reverse order. So now they've put me second from the rear instead of second, because I finished second from the front. But I guess they do that with everyone, so maybe that's one of the reasons why you always have a chance, even if you finish middle of the pack, because the guys that finished ahead of you will then be forced to finish in the back. Maybe that's how that works. I don't know. Not trying to drift anymore. I don't think that's my controller cackling, but let's see. I think that's the car cackling. That's what I call it. I call it cackling because then it doesn't sound like it's a technical issue. I don't have the controller plugged in right now. But as long as I never plug the controller in, I think it's okay if I restart the machine and never plug it in. Although I think I'm going to give up on this. I've got this special power on my, it's an Xbox controller, and I have a power pack on it that would, you know, instead of batteries, it fits in the battery slot, but it doesn't use the battery connections. It has like some proprietary connection that allows, if you plug it in, it automatically recharges that battery. It's a rechargeable power pack. But I don't think it works as reliably. It seems to cut out and stuff, things that didn't happen when I was using batteries. So I might have to go back to using rechargeable batteries. It's convenient to not have to go recharge my batteries. Although I have a rotation of 3 sets of batteries and a charger that can do 2 sets at a time, so I'll have 1 set of rechargeable batteries in the controller while the other 2 sets are charging, and I have them numbered so I know that I can rotate the sets of batteries. I don't know, what for you guys that play with controllers, what do you do about batteries? I think most people just use multi-sets of rechargeable batteries. I can't imagine anyone using like alkaline batteries. I mean, back before rechargeable batteries were a thing, I suppose that's what you had to do. Although when I was playing video games back in the day, I didn't have to worry about batteries because, you know, I have one of these old Atari controllers that you couldn't play unless it was plugged in. There were no rechargeable controllers. Or wireless controllers. Ow! Oh! I was doing so well. See, that kind of aggression. They're banging me. They're banging me. I don't even have a nemesis yet. On the higher difficulty level, they're ridiculously aggressive. They don't just make them faster on the higher difficulty levels. I could use the AI to be a little bit faster and yet also, but still at this level of aggression. It's so hard dialing in difficulty levels when there's only 5 options. And it's just difficulty level. You can't like adjust the aggression level independently and things like that, which some racing games give you the option to do. Or at least a switch that, you know. Yeah. Like I'm thinking Forza Motorsports has a separate, I think Forza Motorsports has a separate aggression level that you can set in addition to the quote-unquote skill level of the AI drivers. Whoa! I'm catching up. 2 seconds will be good enough to put me in first place overall. I'm certain of it. I've got 3 rounds, so I should be fine winning this event. Unless some tragedy befalls me. Come on, get to the inside. There we go. And I don't even pay attention to that stuff scrolling on the top of the screen unless I have some reason to, like, if my sponsor says I need to do something. Whoa, that was just me doing a driftamundo. And it wasn't on purpose. These guys I'm not catching. Did they get upgrades between the first and second? Oh, I'm just not doing well. Not taking these turns well. We still got a chance. There's still enough race left. I get a clean pass there. A little drafting. Let's do no drifting. Let's just do drafting. Not gonna make it. Nope. 2 seconds though. That's good enough. It gave me credit for 1 handbrake drift action. Okay. Didn't notice that before. So it is a thing, but I'm never gonna do 25 of them. I'm gonna give up on that sponsorship money. I could probably go back and do custom races, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any more races than I have to. I think I did do that with one of them. Race, second event. I have the fastest lap. Yes, overall I'm in first place with 36 points. How much do you get for each? Oh, it doesn't show you what points everything is. Well, 2 seconds. So, wait a minute. Okay, so I got 18 points for second. So I'm guessing it's a 20, 18, 16, and then down at some point after 10th place. It starts going by 1, something like that. Pretty standard. Pretty standard points. I don't know what they are, but pretty standard. Maybe the next multi-event race, I can check the points for each position in the next multi-event race after the first race. But will I remember to do that? No, of course I won't remember to do that. Yes. Now are they going to put me at the back again? Oh, they put me in the very back. Because I'm leading the event. Okay, so I'm figuring out how that goes. First race, they'll put you in a random position maybe, or they put you in the middle of the pack. But then after that, they do reverse event standing orders, and so after one race, it's a reverse of you're finishing one race. Oh, yeah. That was a pretty good way of they're being forgiving and letting me get near the front. Now see, this is a bit. I got tapped. I got tapped. Yeah, they're. Well, I suppose the people in the front now are the people that are the farthest behind in the event. So it makes some sense that I'd be faster than them. But the people that are with me should also be passing, and I think they are. People that were with me at the top of the order. Top of the standings, top of the order. I'm thinking baseball. I have not... Baseball has always been the one sport that I've really liked. But I hadn't followed baseball in 100 years. Last year, though, they implemented a pitching clock, and so I've been watching highlights and stuff. There's like full games that are available if you know where to look. I'm not gonna say. And I haven't watched any full games yet this year. Last year I watched a couple of full games. The games are shorter, but I would like to go out to, when I was younger, I went out to the ballpark all the time to watch a game live. I have not done that in for 25 years or more, probably. But when I was a young college student, one of my professors and I shared an interest in baseball, and so we'd go out to the ball game when he was no longer one of my professors. No favoritism while I was in his class, but we'd go out to the ball game together after I finished his courses. He taught like freshman classes, and so when I was a sophomore, and then after I left that college, not more. First place. Uh-oh, I created Nemesis though. This guy is actually going to try now. So yeah, that was a lot of fun going out to the ballpark. The tickets were very cheap. We sat in the bleachers, and he'd go like just about every day. He'd sit there out in the bleachers with his scorecard. I actually started a Earl Weaver baseball league with him and a bunch of other couple of friends of mine and friends of his and other people that had yeah, see, look how close he's following me now. He's still right back there. He wants some of me. Other people that had that worked at the college that he worked at, etc. And in case you don't know Earl Weaver baseball, it allows you to either you've heard of Madden football. Well, this came out at the same time as Madden football, and I played it on an old Amiga, I think, computer at the time. That was a great game. I really liked that game. Didn't have great graphics and all that stuff, but it lets you either play through the games yourself, or it lets you just manage. And so you could pick your players, you could draft your players. So it was like a fantasy league, but the games were played out on the computer rather than actually in the, based on the actual stats of the actual games during the season. I would play the games. And then for the finals, I'd have like people over, the World Series, whatever. People could actually come over and play the game. Although they wouldn't play the game, they would just manage the game. Otherwise, they would draft the players that they wanted, and they could give me a lineup, an order that they wanted to do at every game. But the actual on-game management, I would use the AI to do that. It's like now the closest thing to that is, I mean, I don't know what MLB The Show does. If it has, I'm imagining that it lets you do it too, either play the games out or just manage the games. You can control what the AI does, or manage the season. I guess that's the better way of saying it, manage the season. Who to put in your lineup to start the game, who your starting lineup would be, etc., and then let the AI control when to take certain players out in the middle of the game. But Super Mega Baseball 3, I'm told that Super Mega Baseball 4 got kind of ruined by EA, Electronic Arts, that bought the rights to it. But I have, see, I am not losing this guy. Once I hit him, they actually start to try. And you can't avoid hitting him. I mean, I didn't purposely hit him. And that's another thing. If I played on a higher AI level, there's no way I'd be able to beat somebody if I ran into him. All right, first place. That guarantees me the event. Or the, event. No more handbrake turns. I think I clinked my ice again. I might have to learn to just drink this without ice. Or just drink the rest of my coffee instead. Alright. Continuing on. And I'm looking at the clock because it's almost time for me to take my break. Do I want to get another race in or not? Try to keep the YouTube episodes around 50 minutes. It's 45 minutes. Between 45 and 55 minutes is what I like to do. For less than an hour. Because people won't watch a YouTube episode if it's over an hour. If it's 59 minutes and 59 seconds, they'll watch it. It's like $9.95 price of something. Let's see what's next. It is just a single race, right? Yes, one round. Yeah, let's do it. I should be able to... I have everything upgraded now. So I want... Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, I want to go back. Check my upgrades. Go back, check my upgrades. Go back, check my upgrades. I have, speaking of YouTube, I have a video that's, by the time you watch this, may have hit 1,000 views, which would be the first time I've hit 1,000 views. It's already had more views than any other video. It's a civilization video. So, not a lot of crossover between my audience for this. Okay, leave. Yes, I want to leave. But yeah, it's... I don't know why suddenly... And the whole reason is because of YouTube's mysterious algorithm. Suddenly, I've gotten 100 times more... impressions, recommendations from YouTube than anything else. Any of my other videos. Why? Sometimes that happens if you got just the right thumbnail and you got just the right description of the video, right? My thumbnails are all the same. The only thing that's different about my thumbnails is I didn't. Okay, yes. Now I definitely have to do the level 2 upgrades. I'm glad I checked. And I don't need to increase my ragecraft. I don't have the money for it anyway. Show. Okay, now select it. Oh, I should have cleaned it first. My options, I can clean it. Dang it, I still clunked the ice. Maybe I need to just mute before I take a drink. That's probably what I need to do. Mute before I take a drink. Let's see how that works. The problem with muting, though, is I'll do half of the video without commentary because I won't realize my mute is on. Well, after this, for the next episode, then, I will be starting... This one reason to finish this race is so that the next episode will be on the next class. Which would have been easy if I didn't have to, Boy, I am, maybe I didn't need those level 2 upgrades after all. I need to be eligible for the upgrades to get in this race, but I didn't need to actually make the upgrade. But yeah, this is, as long as I don't hit this guy, I get around him clean, don't make a nemesis out of him. Oh, I didn't do that right. I had to lift. No, I still got him. No, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I held it. He's weaving. He's weaving to try to get around me. He's weaving. Whoa. Oh, I do not know this course, which is why I have the racing line on. I'm definitely faster down the straightaways than him. Okay, I got I've got 4 more laps to learn this race, learn this course, which is not going to happen because I'm slow at learning courses. I have terrible in video games. I've mentioned this before. In real life, my sense of directions are really good. In video games, it's not. Whatever clues I use in real life to help with my sense of direction, so, you know, subconsciously, I guess. I don't know what they are. But I get completely lost in video games. I mean, you know, I can't see the sun, and, you know, there are... I can understand why it would be different in real life than in video games. But in video games, if I'm playing a video game, and it's kind of hilarious to watch. Well, not really hilarious. During my marathon streams, I'll do 12-hour streams middle of every season on Twitch only. Twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV. And the next one isn't coming up for a while. November. Uh-oh. Am I going to get a penalty? The stewards are evaluating. I drove off the road one too many times. I don't see a penalty, so I think I'm okay. But yeah, I'll play shooters where you've got to, you know, go down different passages during my marathon streams. And I'm totally lost. I cannot find my way down passages, or, you know, I'll keep opening the same door 20 times because I get completely lost. I don't know if I've gone that way or not. I still can't finish this one Perfect Dark episode. Perfect Dark level. I can't finish because I can't... You've got a pretty limited time limit on how to do it, and so you have to really know. I even looked up how to complete it because I got so frustrated. Like, for 6 months, you know, three marathons in a row, I tried to get through that level. Well, the first one I didn't. I got to the level and couldn't do it immediately. But then I did it on stream 3 months after that. And for the entire 2-hour span that I was doing that game, I'll do 6 games, 2 hours apiece for 12 hours. For the entire 2-hour span I was playing Perfect Dark, it was just trying to get through that level, and I couldn't do it. And so then I tried it one more time after that, and then went to do something else with the game. And I looked it up between the first and second stream to see how to get through the level. I see the walkthrough, I understand the walkthrough, I have the walkthrough pretty well memorized, but I can't find my way, and I only got so much time to do it, and I get lost halfway through, and there's no time to get lost. Perfect Dark is an old Nintendo 64 game that is converted. It's available on Xbox. In fact, it was available before. It's Brave, I think the name of it. It's the sequel, the spiritual sequel to 007 GoldenEye, which you couldn't make a sequel since that game was based on a particular movie that they got rights to. You couldn't really make a sequel of that, I suppose, unless you did the next movie. But so they same company did Perfect Dark, came out like the next year or something after, a couple years maybe later. And GoldenEye is I guess it's 007 GoldenEye, or GoldenEye 007. GoldenEye is a James Bond movie. And that's like a classic. People still speedrun that game. I guess people still speedrun Perfect Dark too. Speaking of speedrunning, I think I mentioned this. Did I mention this last week? I picked up Doom 1 and 2, which is, there's a new release of Doom, the original Doom, and Doom 2. because it's their 30th anniversary edition, and they released the 30th anniversary edition on consoles as well. So I picked that up. It just came out like, I'm streaming this near the end of October. It came out like near the end of August, and it came out the first week of August, or actually like the second week of August, because one of them wasn't released until August 8th. So that's when the game was released on console. I believe it was co-released at the same time. Whoa! That crowd noise. It's like dead silent, and then suddenly, ah! And then immediately cuts off again. It didn't like fade in and fade out like it really would do if the crowd was cheering and you're passing them, you know, as you're catching up to them and as you're driving past them. And it was also pretty loud. I don't think you'd hear the crowd if you were in the car. It's kind of funny. But I was talking about the Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I also picked up recently Doom 64, which was a version of, it's a separate game on Xbox. If you were into Doom, I recommend the new release. It's called Doom plus Doom 2 or something. It's the 2024 edition of Doom, which has Doom. It has everything that was released with the original Doom, plus all the official releases of content between now and then, and semi-official, like John Romero did a level. Plus there's other custom levels that you can get within the game, and as they upgrade it, you know, they're going to add more content. Not all the custom levels you can get in like PC, of course. But yeah, Doom 64, I have Doom 64, I've been playing that a little bit. Because it's completely different levels than the ones that appeared on. They build it as a sequel to Doom 2. Yes, I want it. I want everything. I'm coming up on an hour. I gotta sign off. Yes, thank you. I did it all. I understand. Give me my money. Get me out of here. Thanks, everyone. No, I don't have time for the ceremony. I'm just going to take my money and run. I'll send a representative up there. I'll George C. Scott it. Nobody's going to get that reference. All right. That's going to do it. I am going to move on to the next car class after this, which is going to be open wheel racing. So if you're watching on Twitch, though, stick around. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'll take a short break. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. Next episode will be out the next weekend. Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. is when I release my racing content. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight. Glad you're going to stick around, which is midnight UK time. So Twitch, again, stick around. YouTube next episode. Either way, I will see you then.